And preparing to live stream in 5, 4, 3,
That's a really slow count.
2. I'm looking at the thing. It's
Oh,
like
word.
loading. We're live, buddy. We're live.
All right. Let me go live. Okay, I'm going live on IG Live. Um. All right, we are live. Let me play some a little bit more chill. Yeah, yeah. So let's get the proper introduction going so that we can have some fun, man. Welcome everybody to tonight's house party. I am Austin Antoine. This is my co-host Raul Herrera, RJ Herrera. Well, no, right away Raul now. Um, and we are glad that y'all showed up. The intro is gonna get. The more we do this, the tighter the intro is gonna be.
Austin, are you okay? Are you drunk already? I know this
Um,
is a party, bro, but you gotta pace
no, man.
yourself, man.
No. I'm here for one reason, and that's to get. That's the party. That's the party. Got a
Oh,
party.
okay. Nice. Well, thank you for for being here at this party. I'm super excited. Super
I'm stoked.
excited.
I'm stoked about this party as well. So I guess to get started, what should we do to start this party off right?
Well, you know what? The best parties I've been to always begin with French toast, with the toast. Oh,
All right. Well then, we're gonna get a toast going. All right. Well, we're gonna get a toast going while Raul comes back. Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Keeping it live. He's back.
I think I'm back with. Wait, did it cut off right when I said toast, or like right before I said toast?
Cut off right when you said toast.
Oh, the best parties ended up. I just jam out.
So let's get some toast going.
Yeah, man. All right, I'll go first. I just want to toast to, toast to parties. You know what I mean? Toast to the parties that we missed out on. Toast to the parties that we've been to. Toast to the parties that we've been thrown out of. Toast to the parties where we met new friends. Toast to the parties where we've met up with old friends. Okay, and most importantly, toast to the parties we cannot remember. Austin. Okay, that's what I have to say.
Word. I'm going to say toast to life. Toast to the fact that there's another party to go to we live to see another party. Toast to the fact that we get to be around people that we care for or people that care for us. And shoot, toast to everybody that shows up.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. All right. So Raul, what the hell has been going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. What's been going on in my life?
Yeah.
What has been going on? You know what's crazy? We've been through so many cycles of self-improvement throughout this quarantine thing, right? Because you could have gotten super in shape and super out of shape, super in shape and super out of shape just within this time frame,
Right.
And I think I'm at a point where my body knows how like up and down I fluctuate with like working out. So it's like I'm just been maintaining not working out and just chilling and just eating kind of better. Um does that make sense? No. I'm good and I'm eating healthier. That's where I'm at right now. In my health, I'm eating healthier. What about
Word.
you?
Have you I'm doing good. Today was an amazing day. Today was fucking great, man. Dope
What made
stuff.
it great?
I woke up on the right side of the bed with the right kind of energy and the right mindset. I I was able to organize my space. And I mean, in quarantine, we're stuck in these spaces so frequently, so much that that flute caught me.
We're getting spiritual. We're getting spiritual. This is yoga.
This is our
This is
meditation moment.
pretty yoga.
Yeah, so we got I straightened up my space a little bit. I got to clear my do some of what you were talking about, exercising. I ate some healthy stuff, and yeah, and I've got some ideas. I started cranking out some ideas that I can see coming to fruition.
Mhm.
And you know what?
Well,
What's up?
any news? Any, like you said, crack out some new things that
Oh
will come
man,
to fruition? Any things that we should be excited about? Like, I'm your homie, bro. I don't know why you're keeping these things from me.
ooh, sorry, because I don't want to show half baked cookies. I want to get the cookies baked and be like, hey, I made some cookies. Check them out.
Yeah, I feel you, man. But you know what? How do I even know you're making cookies unless you tell me you're making cookies? You know?
Well, there you go. You know that I'm making cookies, so
All right, all right, all right.
let me be in the kitchen, and then you
All
enjoy.
right, all right, all right, all right.
Don't worry, you'll get the secondhand aroma, and you'll get to smell and know when the cookies are on their way.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to eat those. To eat your cookie. I'm so excited to eat your cookie, Austin.
I take you to the bakery shop. I
Get you my chocolate drop.
Yeah, man. So I'm realizing your sound for Instagram does not go through unless I hold the microphone to the speaker that you're coming out of. So I'm having.
Oh,
That's it. I'm talking with you like this. It works.
so after every, so I just have to like wait till you're done talking, and then I wait for you to move your microphone, and then boom, then here I am.
Yes.
Dope.
No, it's not. Yeah, it all works out. Yeah, tricks of the trade, figuring it out on the spot. But
Dope.
that makes me think, though, what you were talking about, being my homie and wanting to know and support. I think
Yeah.
it's I think there's levels to it, right? Like, what would you rather do? Would you rather tell everybody you're going to do something and then possibly not do it, or not tell people that you're going to do something and then come out and say, hey, here's the thing that I've done?
Well, my answer, Austin, is like I don't care. Like if I happen to like have a natural conversation with somebody and be like, oh, dude, you know what I'm working on? I'm working on this. But I don't think I ever purposely just be like, and that's kind of like a fault of mine too. Because whenever I think of ideas, I'm like, oh, you know what would be dope if I do? And then like I tell everybody before I do it, but I end up doing it anyway. So it doesn't matter for me, you know. So like, I guess it's like there's something that's beneficial when you hold things to yourself, and so people are surprised. But I'm just excited to share everything that I do because like I'm just that kind of person. So it doesn't matter to me. But I see how other people like they like working in the shadows and then coming to the light when the time is right.
Word. I think people function differently. I feel real weird. I feel real weird being like, yo, here's a half thing that I've thought of, and people are like, oh, word, let me step in the kitchen with you and then watch you in the process. I wouldn't season it that way, but keep doing what you're doing. I wouldn't put it in here, but oh, you're gonna cut it in diagonally instead of square. Okay, you do you. And it's like, why the fuck are you in the kitchen? Get the hell out. I'm cooking right now.
Well, I feel like whenever they have those suggestions, I'm just like, nah, that's not. I do that to them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you should do this. I'm like, that's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem just being like, that is a bad idea. do not mix up your bad ingredients with my good ones. You know, I have no problem letting them know that.
Is there ever a point where somebody just needs to be told, shut the hell up, I got this?
Yeah. Well, I think the first part for sure. You know, someone needs to be told shut the hell up. You know, but yeah, for sure, all the time.
Even even internally, there's times we can tell. Like you have to tell your doubts. You know, like your doubts can be talking really loud, and it's like shut the hell up. I got you. See a fine chick across the room, pre-COVID, I guess, and it's like, oh man, well, looks like you just look and not say anything, and then it's like, no, shut the hell up, go do it. Tell that subconscious part of you, you know.
Yeah, it's survival. I think that kind of like mentality. It's just survival of the wittiest. You know what I mean? Survival of the most confident. You know, so like it's if you're meant to like be successful, you have to get over it. You got to get over it, and you have to believe in yourself. The self-care, the self-love, self-confidence, the self-awareness, like all those things are necessary for you to like achieve the dreams that you have. Because I think we always have those dreams for ourselves, but you never achieve those dreams if you don't, achieve that realization of self. So I don't mind when people are insecure, and like when I'm insecure, because I'm like, that's all part of the process. Like, and if I'm meant to be who I'm meant to be, then I better believe in me, you know? So,
Well, man, so the big thing that I take away from that, I think there's this idea that in like something happens and you reach a certain point and you unlock a level where it's like, and then I had no doubts about anything ever again. And it's like, no, that's not how this thing works. There's still people that have to make split second decisions that they may not be sure about. There's
yeah.
still people that have like things that they're I'm sure that the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger might be afraid to skydive, you know,
Yeah.
or something even more simple than that. He could be afraid to dive in a 3-foot pool, and it's like, but why? Because you're this person that I perceive as fearless, and it's like, well, no, I still have things that make me hesitate, but I don't let that hesitation stop me from moving. And I want to figure out how to convey that to everybody. That's like, you can do the thing even if you feel like anxiety or negativity or doubt about it. The thing can still happen. You just have to do it with that monkey on your back, but you can still keep moving.
That's
I don't think
difficult,
it goes
Austin.
away.
That's difficult because what are they doing? And maybe because some people are just not cut out for certain things. Sorry. That's like, you're not meant to be an Olympic runner. You're not meant to be a hip hop artist. You are not meant to be the scientist that invents the cure for cancer. Like, you're just not, And so, like, to tell, like, to you can't cookie cut confidence for everybody, because everyone's confidence looks different. It does, and they're on different levels, like you said.
Word. I don't think that I'm not saying wake up tomorrow and try to race Usain Bolt. I'm saying, what is it? Something that a person that has like massive anxiety and massive doubts about something that they're capable of doing, then it's this thing of like, oh, I can't move forward in this thing because my anxiety is bigger than my want to do it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one I'm talking about. Where,
Yeah.
yeah, you might not wake up tomorrow and do whatever, but you can wake up tomorrow and start your knitting company, because if you want to knit, you can knit.
Yeah. Well, I know even people at the top, top of the food chain, in whatever genre of or career, whatever, like, even like the best of them have anxiety, right? And they have to deal with their anxiety. And I don't think I think there's proof that no matter how much you're going through, or at least how much you're putting yourself through mentally, that there is a way for you to succeed and overcome that. Because there's people with severe, debilitating types of anxiety, stress, self-doubt, negativity in their brain, and they overcome it. And those people, the more it's a balance, right? The more negativity you have, if you meet that with the same amount of positivity, that positivity then becomes, or that clash becomes energy for you to like break through to, like, that level of success that you want. So, like, you got to just learn your own. I don't know what I'm saying.
I rock with you. It was deep. It was deep. And I
It's
learn that was it. Today I went running and was like, I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna try. I'm
yeah.
just gonna do this much. And then I realized me just doing a little bit of running is 100% more running than me not doing any running at all.
Yeah.
Then I ended up running another mile or something. I was like, dang, I'm still doing this thing. Even though in my mind I'm like, this could be dumb, or I could stop at any second. And it's like, next thing I know, I run the amount that I had set out to run, because even though I had a little voice occasionally saying, you could stop now, you could stop if you wanted, I didn't. And it's like, word, that little voice wasn't as strong as my ability to take one more step.
Yeah, because some days that voice would have convinced you. Yeah.
Yeah, that voice would have convinced me not to step outside to run from the beginning.
Hmm.
So it's
And so what
telling that
changed?
voice
What changed with that voice? Why was that voice different that day, you think?
on days that I didn't do it, or days
On
that I did.
what? So what is different? Yeah, what is different of that voice, or what at least what changes what that voice says, or how powerful that voice is from days that you don't do things, from days that you do things.
I think the days that I don't do things, that voice is loud enough. Uh, because I'm aware that I have that voice. On
Mhm.
days where it's talking loud, I can be like, well, you're here and you're allowed to be here, and it's okay because we share this space. And all right, voice, you got it. I'm gonna kick it. And there's other days
Mhm.
where I'm like, all right, voice, I'm gonna keep moving. And I know you're gonna tell me to stop, but I'm gonna keep moving. And there's other days, which are great days, where how I'm feeling right now, where I can tell that voice, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm
Mhm.
good right now. I got this.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. I can run a marathon. I can sprint against Usain Bolt. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I
Yeah.
can. Have you ever seen the show Atlanta?
No, I have not.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna ruin the snippet for you. There's an
Go ahead.
episode where this guy. I don't know if I've ever talked with you about him. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover.
No idea who that is.
Yeah, it's okay. I hear he's gonna make it someday.
Yeah. He sounds
But
like a stand-up guy for sure.
yeah, he's that's so childish.
Uh,
And
but
Bino.
okay, continue, continue.
There's an
Continue.
episode of the show where somebody says, I just wish, I don't remember how it prefaces, but it's like, I just wish you were more confident, more in control of your energy like other people are. And he was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck that. And then he goes and like does the act confident thing and stuff works out. And then by the end of the episode, he sees Michael Vick, one of the fastest
Mhm.
runners in the NFL for his time,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I'm gonna race him," and everybody's like, "What? What?" And he's like, "I got my last $200. I'm gonna race Michael Vick." And then it shows him and Mike Vick getting on the line at a in the parking lot together, and everybody's cheering, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And you see the smirk on his face. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to body him," and then
Yeah.
immediately cuts to him and his girlfriend sitting in the car, and they're just sitting there quietly, and she was like, I mean, it was Mike Vick. What can you? It's, even the confidence that he had and everything going good in that day, it was like, well, there's limitations to this confidence.
Yeah. Well, but then that's the difference between people who stick with it even after they lose. Like confidence means still keeping your head up even after you lose. So like, is it possible that he lost to Michael Vick and he trained so hard because he really does believe he can beat Mike Vick, that every day he trained and trained for 5 years, 10 years, I don't know, and then he finally beats Mike Vick because he maintained that confidence.
Yo, you know something else too? That is commitment to a goal.
Mm,
His goal would have been, I need to get better than Mike Vick. I'm dedicating my waking hours to getting better than Mike Vick.
yeah.
Whereas it's like a simplified idea of it is, I'm waking up today and I just want to do better. All right, what is better? Just better. I want
Hmm.
I want less weight on me. I want
Hmm.
more money. Oh, okay, so that's still pretty vague. Do you want to eat healthier? Do you want to include more motion into your day? You want to make more money? Do you want to figure out how to save better, or do you want to get a different job? Those are two different things, and it all
Hmm.
involves it. Like, if you get specific about, I want to get faster than Mike Vick, then that's like, all right, cool. I need to figure out my running drills. I need to get my
Yeah.
stamina up. I need to, like, there's a color color coded goal set happening.
Yeah.
I want to make
Yeah,
a
man.
new
Yeah, man. Well, to be committed to a goal, you have to have confidence in the goal in the first place. So it's all
bars.
it all intertwines. It all intertwines.
Word. Damn, man. So I guess with that being said, I would like to. I wrote down a topic. I wrote down a topic. Something came to mind, and I was like, I want to talk with Raul about this.
Oh shit! Here we go.
What are your thoughts? Um, I don't know why this came up, but I was listening to some Mac Miller the other day,
Oh shit!
and I was like, man, I remember when Raul and I sat there and listened to The Weeknd over and over. Like I've listened to that song with you a bunch of times. And I was wondering, do you have like a favorite Mac Miller song or like project that he put out?
Um, I think it's his verse from New Faces, with Earl Sweatshirt, Vince Staples, and I think Casey Veggies is on that track too. But the lyrics that he wrote for that song, I think we're just, but I think kind of similar to the Weekend lyrics too, just really dark about drug abuse, about relationships failing, about self-reflection, and that reflection having like your own darkness in it and stuff. So I always really enjoyed whenever you touched on those topics. But yeah, it'd have to be New Faces or the song The Weekend, bro. And it's like it's so crazy because like Miguel's in that song, you don't expect, I'm not expecting too much from it, and then you hear it and it's like one of the most like deepest, profound like verses that I've like heard in a very long time. So yeah, definitely those two songs stick out for me.
I'm trying to see my because now the Weekend comes up for me quite a bit, but just listening to jamming to it. But I really like he has a song I'll Be There, and it features this dude Fonte who I'm a fan of. I was actually playing him earlier when I was saying, "Yo, that's me." You were like, "No, that was Drake." You're like, "No, that's me." It has a song with him and Fonte, or another song with and it's a song dedicated to his mom, and it's like, damn, that's dope. And there's another one. What was it? Drawing a blank. It's another. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with "I'll Be There," but I really enjoyed like all the like him as Larry Fisherman and like different producing things he's done and obscure music stuff. But then that makes me think, we see somebody that does all this super like there's has a very confident demeanor and energy, but the music that comes out has like a very somber downside to it.
Yeah. Well, kind of. I wouldn't say that necessarily. I think there is definitely a somberness to it, but I think he was always confident in his bullshit, in his greatness, and his worstness. Like he was just like, "Yo, this is like accept it or don't accept it," And I think that's him displaying his confidence and his like he was gonna sink in his own ship, and he's gonna be proud of it.
That's real. That's real. I'm trying to, I want to figure out that because there's people that I know that make like the most happy music of all. Pharrell, who doesn't know Pharrell? Pharrell has that song "Happy,"
Yeah.
and he talked to this dude, and he's like, it's super loud and out there and all that. And then you listen to the song. I mean, then you listen to him talk, and he's like a very quiet, meek to himself, humble, hunched over shoulder kind of guy. And it's like, how does the dude that has a song with all the clapping and choir singing and all that stuff, also the most socially awkward person in the room?
I have a theory about that guy, and what's it called? I listened to a song by him. What was that song? And he was like he was all weird. He was getting all the girls and stuff in the music video with Jay-Z. What was it called?
Oh, give it to me.
Give it to me, right? So he does Give It to Me, bro. And if you listen to the lyrics again and see that music video, that's not a socially awkward guy. That is not. And I think at that point in his career, he was able to make his own decisions. Like it wasn't like this persona. I think that was just kind of him. Like you knew he was good looking, he was slick, how to sing. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Also
Excuse
the song
me, Miss,
"Beautiful,"
maybe.
right?
One of those two, yeah.
What would you say?
Or it could have been the song "Excuse Me, Miss." It was one of those two, but yeah.
Yeah, "Excuse Me, Miss," right? And so, but then, so we heard those songs and we're like, oh, they're catchy. And then you go back when you're older and you're like, oh, like some pretty crazy shit, right? But like, listen to the music he's making now, and then you see his interviews. I'm like, you know what he learned? He learned either he was like turning into a piece of shit, and so he humbled himself, right? Because we don't even know what it's like to like live, like to have an ego death as a celebrity. You know what I mean? We have our own personal, we have a personal ego death, but you don't know what that. It's all triple, quadruple, tenfold the pressure when you're in that spotlight. And so, and and I'm sure like Pharrell like had that in a moment to himself. So you overcompensate. Like I told you, like the seesaw mentality, bro. People who are all the way on this side, I think eventually overcompensate and go on this side. So if you're a piece of shit, bro, and then like 10 years later, you're like, dude, he's so nice. Oh my God, he's religious. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just all those things. Oh, he speaks so low now. Like he doesn't even talk that much because he probably talked so much before and he understood the value of words at that point. So
Man, I hope I don't become a rock star in those senses, because I know for a fact, I feel like there's a switch that'll click. Whereas like as soon as I find the space to be
I'm
able to
back.
say,
I didn't
you
hear
back?
anything you said. Repeat it.
I was gonna say that's one of I hope I don't become a rock star, because I feel like as soon as I feel that freedom to be like, you know what, fuck everybody, like it's like that thing, whatever that is, um, and I think that's a youthful energy. It's a confident youthful energy that happens, um, but like with Tupac. Or there's interviews with Tupac, like Tupac losing his cool and flying off the handle or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I'm a young man just figuring out in America. I'm a young black man figuring out in America. All right, word. And he even said that like after you get older, that energy calms down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine like you take somebody with that level of boisterous energy, you give them a magnifying glass in the form of money and say, do whatever the hell you want. There's no negative repercussions to what you do. Then you're Pharrell in those early music videos. Then you're this, then you're that. And I think people just get exhausted because it's like, wait, I might have to be this dude for the next 30 years. I can't burn the candle from both ends like this. Let me calm
Yeah.
down a little bit. Jay-Z goes from being a pimp to being a businessman to being a father who's talking about therapy and shit. You
Yeah.
know? I'm thinking like, if I got a lottery ticket today, I'm reckless. I am gonna be reckless with that shit. You know?
I don't know. I don't know if you would, man. I don't know if you would. Nor do I think. I think 5 years ago, for sure. But I don't think I would. Or
The
you
dude that
would.
said Pokeballs that'll take a Pikachu. That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he for sure. He for sure, dude. You would have bought so much Pokemon stuff and so much alcohol.
Halfway there.
Yeah. No, but you get older and you realize stuff, and also like I think you and I have families where they wouldn't allow us to, go down that path. Nor would we like, if I ever fall into spaces where I think it's gonna get really, really dark. Now I go to the people that I can trust now, and over the years I've realized who those people are for me. So if I ever had like $1 million, I'd literally stop and be like, "Hey, Ashley, my sister. Hey, Jordan, take this, then help me." You know what I mean? Like, because I don't trust myself with it necessarily. So I'll talk to the people who I trust for me.
Yo, I, I'm. I hope I can. I can't speak. That's the thought, because I gotta speak honestly. I can say, oh, I do this, and I can say I would donate to every person that's in need of this money, and it's like, sure. But as soon as I get it, and then I see a DM and Rihanna's in it, and she's like, hey, congratulations on winning the lottery. I'm like, fuck logic. I'm throwing it all out the window. Started with this $1 million.
Yeah, I feel you, and I think the lot. It's crazy how the lottery really allows people to know what their dreams are. You know what I mean? Or at least know where their materialism lies. That's like the symbolism of the lottery. And so it's a good tool for reflection. But I don't think if I ever fell into fame, fell into a large sum of money instantly, I feel like at this point in my life that it wouldn't consume me. At least not all of me.
Is that
It'll
what it
take a
is?
leg. It'll take my leg.
That's it. Yeah, it's okay. I'll get you crutches,
I'll
man.
I'll, I'll get that diabetes fame, bro. I want the diabetes fame.
Yeah, hopefully just a foot. I want the fame to just stay. So is that what it is? Is the thing? Because that's not greed at that point that consumes you. It's like you get consumed though by by glutton. You get gluttony consumed, where it's like, I want all of something.
Maybe, man, because there's gluttony. There's gluttony where you just consume too much and it hurts you. But then there's some people who don't consume that much, but it's what you consume that hurts you. You know what I mean? It is quantity at this point doesn't isn't the isn't the danger. It's what you're consuming. It's not how much, but what.
That's upgrade. So you should upgrade to blue labels. 'Cause-
Okay, if you're gonna, that's what literally that's what they do. You know what I mean? That's why, like, more expensive food is quote unquote healthier for you. Like they're using money to like pry the gap between healthy people and unhealthy people and make that the same spectrum as rich people and not rich people. You know, and so
Bruh,
it's
I was
all it. Go ahead.
so I stayed at Michelle's spot over for like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks.
Mhm.
And she lives right by Food for Less. I usually go to Ralph's up the street from my house
Yeah.
in Pasadena, but I was in K-Town in the downtown area, and I was in this dope apartment getting to overlook the city and everything. And I went to Food for Less to get my groceries. And for some reason, I was getting the same types of groceries that I always get, same quantity, same types and everything. And it had a way worse toll on my body. And like, you know, I had my stomach was locking up, indigestion, all sorts of stuff. And then I came back, got to this Ralph's up the street and got those things. Everything got right back in everything was moving normally. And it's like, yo, is that Food for Less? Or is the idea I spent less money at the Food for Less. However, my body had a larger toll to pay from it.
Yeah.
Whereas got the same things from the Ralphs, and I was just fine.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Well, there's so many different factors, right? It could have been like there's some confounding variable where you didn't realize that like must have messed up your stomach. But if that was like, you know, exactly what you were saying and it's true, then yeah, of course, dude. Like food, they call it food deserts. They call it there's just a lot of studies on like how food is available to certain communities and how food isn't available to other communities. So yeah, man, it makes sense that a Food for Less might not have the best quality, maybe as a different like supermarket type of place, but who knows, man? Because there's some Food for Lesses that I go to that are just as bomb as a Vons or Albertsons or Ralph's or something like that. So it just might depend on location.
That's real. I don't know, because I was getting the veggies. I've been messing around with cilantro recently. Cilantro is dope as hell. All sorts of stuff. I was making salads, and I was like, all right, I should be good. And then it's just blah, 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 blah. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? So I don't know, but I can say that like the way that you describe the situation of you'll go to a 5-star restaurant and get a meal the size of your fist, or you can go to a buffet, spend the same amount, and eat until you fall into a food coma. Like, both things
Virginia.
apply. You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, cool. I was gonna say, you could go to a 5-star restaurant, buy an appetizer, and taste something seasoned to be good, I guess. Or you can go to all-you-can-eat buffet, spend the same price that you would have on that main course at a thing, and eat until you fall into a coma. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Now I can. I don't know what that
Oh,
was.
what was the last thing you said?
Shit. It was about. I already lost it. It was about
You know, it's talking about buffets, bro.
What's that?
Talking about
yeah,
buffets.
going to a buffet, going to a buffet, and then getting all you can eat at that buffet, and then yeah, you're eating. You get more food at a potentially lower quality. Who knows what the long-lasting situations are? When's the last time you've been to a buffet?
It's been a while, man. But like that's how
Been
beautiful.
a while.
It's been a while, but that's how beautiful.
There you go. You said
Did I
it.
say it like that?
It's been a while since
been a
I
while.
could.
But that's how beautiful our body is, man. Like if you ate some shitty food one day, like it's not gonna like me in my head not gonna permanently affect you. Like now, if you continually do it for years and years and years, like of course you're gonna start seeing some effects. But like, dude, 1 week of eating healthy can like reverse. I think like, you know, like years of like not eating healthy. You know what I mean? I can like your body does that on purpose, like where it filters out all the toxic stuff as long as you're exercising and eating right. So I think going to a buffet every once in a while, whether it's shitty or not, like yeah, it's not good for you, but I don't think it's permanently damaging to you either. So last time I went to a buffet, probably with my sister, like right before quarantine, and it was good at the time. You know,
What's
I like
what is worth it at it? Because last I went to a buffet out here in what's it called? Oh man, and in like rich spaces they have buffets as well, but they don't call it that. They call it like food bars or something. I don't know, but it's different.
they
Same
call it
shit.
brunch. They call it
Yo,
brunch.
it's literally that where they have these nice little things they lift the what's it called? It's crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
salad
went to
bars.
the last time that I went to a buffet was when I lived in Highland Park like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years
Uh-huh.
ago, and I only got the one. I got enough to make 2 plates, and then uh, it wasn't anything interesting. Of all the stuff at the buffet, I got 3 things, and it's like I could have saved money and time, and I didn't even want the second plate. I just got it because I didn't want to come here and only eat 1 plate.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like do you go to a buffet and you're like, oh, thank goodness I have so many options of things, or it's like, oh no, I'm just getting chicken tenders and mashed potatoes. That's it.
Yeah. Um, I definitely feel like the need to like overeat when I go to buffets, but that's why I don't go to buffets anymore. Cause I'm like, I rather if I'm gonna pay $15 for like kind of food, I rather just pay $5 for like food that I enjoy like a lot, and
I'm
then
saying.
just save my $10. You know?
I'm saying. I don't even get around to the ice cream, and that I think that's for real. My main point for going there is so that maybe I could get ice cream after I get done pretending to enjoy whatever it is there. I like the fact to have a machine where I can do my amount of ice cream, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a big ice cream person, nor have I ever think I've eaten ice cream at a buffet, dude. Now the
Well,
worst thing I'll probably eat at a buffet is seafood. Don't do seafood at like cheap buffets. Not I would not recommend, man. I would not.
damn. What if all right. Do you think there's a vegan buffet?
Vegan buffet, yeah, the salad bar. You know what I mean? Like that's the the trash. Nah, dude,
Enjoy.
I feel bad for my comment now because like I don't know why like like vegan, and we have this stereotype of vegan, but I don't care. Eat whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, and so yeah, I just felt bad. Like it's like the same thing with like Apple users, and I'm gonna show Apple users and Android users. They like have this built-in like hate towards each other. Apple's better, Android's better, but it's like yo, shut up. Like they're both companies. If you like what you like, that's fine. If I like what I like, it's fine. But like it's like rooting for NFL teams. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck the it's like shut up. Like we have a phone. Like you're rich enough to afford like a nice phone. Like kiss my ass.
That's a
Same thing with vegans.
if you're the my diet is so much better, or oh y'all well, we're the real authentic diet and your diet is not the vegan people. My diet is good and better and all this, and then carnivorous diets or the other things. Well, hey, at least my food has taste. At least my food has, and then yeah, you find yourself on a political team again, on a football arguing football teams again. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've literally had people just be like, oh, like whatever it is, whether it's like the Android thing or, oh, I wear this brand or I don't wear this brand. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, and so I'm like, oh, good for you. Good for you. I go like, good for you. That you have an iPhone, you have an Android. I'm so happy for you. Good for you.
So
You're a
if
shitty person.
somebody if someone were to gift you a thing like I found myself doing that. Somebody gifted me this restaurant that I DJ'd at one time was like, we really appreciate what you're doing. Here's a $50 gift card to come and eat here. And I was like, all right, what do y'all serve? Oh, it's all vegan food. And I was like, like initially I was like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Yes, this is a gift. Thank you so much for this gift. But initially it was like, y'all are gonna gift me vegan food? Why? You want me to leave hungry? Like, what is
But then you just give that, you know what? Then you just keep that and you give that as a birthday gift to like someone who's vegan. They're like, oh my God, he spent $50 on me. And then you're like,
Yeah, I care. But then, funny thing, I went and I took a date there and I ate there, and I was like, fingers crossed, beads of sweat on my head, everything. Like, I really hope, because I can try this food. If it's okay, that's fine. But if I'm recommending a spot on a date and the food is subpar, then it's like I just, you have to pretend to like this meal as long as this whole thing goes. But the food was bomb. It was great. It was I don't know. I wasn't looking actively for differences in taste, but like just as far as things to eat, it was great. I enjoyed eating it. So I was so subscribed to team mindset that I wasn't able to see that like this is a restaurant. This restaurant isn't in business because it serves shitty food.
Yeah.
So let me just try the food. It's on point.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried like specifically vegan food though. Like the Impossible Burger, I don't think I've ever tried. Or like whatever, or like any kind of meal replacement things, I don't think I've ever tried. But I'd be down to, like, it's food, you know, it's plants. I eat plants anyways.
My only thing about it is whenever people try to give me an alternative to anything, it gets weird because it's like it's just as good as insert thing. Raul, you gotta listen to JID. He's just as good as Kendrick Lamar. And it's like it's Kendrick Lamar minus California. And it's like, no, I want my Kendrick Lamar. Now you can introduce JID to me as his own artist, and I can appreciate that. But if you put that on like, oh, it's all good, it's like an alternative to, then my taste buds force me to say no. So whenever I try vegan dish and someone's like, oh, it tastes just as good as regular meat. Well, I don't want it to taste like regular meat because regular meat can taste like regular meat. I want it to be its own thing. Just be good. As long as you're good, that's fine.
Yeah, well, the difference between the JID thing is I heard JID before. I've tasted that burger before, and I did not like it.
Because you're doing the comparison thing. You're comparing it to all natural beef. And he's the vegan alternative.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. Where are we at on time? Oh, we've been going.
Yeah.
We could have done a good 40 minutes.
Yeah. Well, what's it called? I'm down to wrap it up soon, bro, just because I have some stuff afterwards.
It's real. Man, this has been dope.
I'm down for more of this. It's just talking stuff. It's, you know, it makes me self-reflect a little bit on like what I think about vegans. You know, I feel bad for talking shit about them. If there's any vegans listening, I do apologize. You know, I just been fed, you know, the whole meat industry like propaganda to hate you, and I don't want to hate you anymore.
Got you on the vegan cast. It's all good. Yeah. Hey, personally noted, Raul hates vegans.
Yeah.
Dang, we got to figure out some closing remarks on this thing.
Thank you for coming to the party. How about that?
Oh, word. We thank you all for coming to the party. For everybody that's tuning in, if you enjoyed the party, great. If you enjoyed the party, great. Come again. Bring a friend. If there's something more you wish you could have seen at the party, let us know in comments or in the messages, whatever. And aside from that, I'm Austin Antoine.
I'm Raul Herrera. Please take an Uber home. Don't drink and drive.
This is tonight's house party. Cheers to you, and we will catch you next week.
Dippity doo dah.
Zippity doo dah. Goodbye.
All right, Austin, I gotta go. Okay.
All Can you close